How do you determine whether your case is a wrongful death, and if so, how do you prove that it was a wrongful death? Hi, I'm Darrell Castle. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Tennessee, and the answer to that question is, by definition, you have to have a dead victim, a client who is deceased. And you start from there. When you have a death that might be suspicious, it might seem obvious on the first glance, but it's not obvious when you really look at it. The best example of that I can think of would be a person driving along in his car, one person in the car. He has a solo accident. He runs off the road and hits a tree and he's killed, or he rolls over and he's killed. At first glance, there's no explanation for it. The person's not intoxicated. Why did this happen? And then you find that there might be some product defect in his car. Perhaps it's a fairly new car and he had a tire defect, a blown tire. Or when he hit the tree, his airbags did not deploy and he was killed, whereas if he had functional airbags, that wouldn't have happened. Those are two possible ways that it could happen. The obvious case would be a drunk driver hits a person on the highway. That's pretty obviously wrongful death. But there are many ways. How do you spot it? Well, you just look at it and you use reasoning, and the best advice I can give you folks is talk to a law firm that knows what they're doing and let them investigate it for you. That is the way you spot it. How do you prove it? Well, you do a very thorough investigation and you use experts where necessary. You have people in those one-car accidents I was telling you about, or product liability. You would pretty obviously have to use engineers to look at the car and to determine if there was something wrong or if there was some kind of defect. That is how you do it. It's how you spot one. If it's at all suspicious, you need to check it out. As soon as you're over the shock of losing your loved one, you need to have someone check that out, folks. The sooner the better. And proving it, well, that is your law firm's responsibility. And that's what they do. You should find someone who is experienced and who is pretty good at doing that sort of thing, and let them handle it for you.